Hello everybody, this is Zoe from No Safer Place, and today I'm going to be reviewing one of my most hyped books of 2018, and I've just got to say one thing. It definitely did not disappoint, and keep watching till the end of the video for an exclusive giveaway. So the book I'm going to be talking about today is Princess in Practice by Connie Glynn. Now this is the sequel to Undercover Princess, which came out last year. I only got around to reading the first one earlier this year and I absolutely adored it. So I was super excited to read this one. I met Connie a few months ago, which made me even more excited. So I must admit, I did send a very pleady email to Penguin begging if I could review it for them, and thankfully they said yes. Now if you haven't read the first one, I would probably avoid watching this review because there may be a few spoilers from it from Undercover Princess, which is the first book. Because this book picks up exactly where we left off, and Lottie is about to start her second year at Rosewood School. Now there is a slight recap at the beginning. I absolutely love it when authors do this because even when I adored a book, there are some things that I forget. But if you don't know the story of Ellie and Lottie, they both started at Rosewood School, which is kind of a prestigious school that it is really hard to get into, and they ended up sharing a room. Now the school knew that there was a princess starting, but they didn't know who it was. And because of Lottie Pumpkin's name and the way that she is, very girly, very feminine, they all assumed that it was her. So this led to Lottie becoming Ellie's portman because Ellie was the real undercover princess. And Lottie began working undercover for her, as I say, as Ellie's portman. Now a portman is essentially someone that pretends to be someone else for their safety. So the threat in this book is the students are being poisoned. And there are some very strange side effects that go alongside the poisoning. And the girls and Jamie must uncover who is behind it, why they are doing it, and figure out who they can really trust at Rosewood because the number is dwindling fast. There's also some hints in this book about what might be to come in the next book. So there are some massive secrets revealed about Lottie's family, and we also get a few hints about Jamie's family, which I think would be amazing to explore. I absolutely adored the involvement of chocolate in this one. Now unless you've read the book, you'll think that I'm a little bit crazy, but there is quite a heavy emphasis on chocolate, which, you know, I love. And I don't know, it just made the book feel a bit more magical. Kind of like, you know when you watch Willy Wonka and it feels magical but there's not really any magic at work? This is how I feel about this book. In fact, I'd say it's the thing I love most about this series. Just the ability to make the book feel magical and fantastical when there's not really any magic involved. I think that's really hard to achieve and a real mark of a great author. Another thing I love about this book is the trio. So we have Jamie, Ellie and Lottie. Now one thing I love about the trio is the fact that it's two girls and one guy. If you're familiar with the YA trope of trios, there will always be two guys, one girl, usually a love triangle with the girl. So one thing I love about this book is, yes, there is a love triangle, but it is two girls and one guy, and they are not just both after the same guy. So yes, we have a bit of LGBTQ+ rep, which, you know, I adore. Now I think this is the first love triangle that I don't have a preference. I actually ship Lottie with both of them. I ship her with Ellie and Jamie, but for very different reasons, which I think is why I love them both as couples. I just feel like with Jamie it's more of a spark, like attraction, a bit of lust, just kind of looks wise. But with Ellie, she has this connection that runs a lot deeper, almost like soulmates, like they were supposed to meet each other, which I absolutely adore. I think for that reason, because their relationships are so very different, it's hard to dislike either of them. Another thing I love about this book is the short chapters. You know how much I love short chapters if you watch my reviews often. They are my favourite. It is action-packed. It is such a feel-good book. It really puts you at ease. I love books that are filled with adventure and surprise but still manage to keep you at ease and relaxed, and this book definitely does that. Another point is Connie has definitely become a better author since the first book. Not to say that I liked the first book any less, I absolutely adored them both, but the writing, the description, the world building, just everything about this book is a little bit better. So I would definitely recommend reading this one. There's definitely a lot of mystery and intrigue in this book, a lot more so than the first one, which really helped captivate the reader. Well, it helped captivate me anyway. I just absolutely adored this book, and I would urge you all to read it. It comes out on September 20th, which should be very, very soon if this is published when I expect it to be. So if you haven't read the first one, go and read the first one now before the second one comes out, and get pre-ordering the second. So if you're going to the launch in London, I will see you there. I am also going, and so excited. Now the part that you've probably all been waiting for, and that is the giveaway. Now Penguin kindly sent me 2 copies. I'm not sure why. I got one a few weeks ago, read it in a day, and then this one showed up literally just as I was about to film this video, so fate was on your side. So if you want to get your hands on a copy of one of these, leave a comment below on which house you think that you would be sorted into Rosewood School. I'll read the blurbs at the back giving you a bit more information, and then let me know in the comments. Okay, so the first house is Ivy House, and their colour is purple. Ivy is home to the righteous. Named after Florence Ivy, famed humanitarian and first woman to attend Rosewood Hall, it is the house of pioneers, poets and philanthropists. An Ivy student is not afraid to stand out or stand up for what they believe in. The second house is Conch House, and their house colour is red. Conch is the home of the resolute. Fierce and forthright, a Conch's students' greatest strength is their strength of will. Named in honour of Balthazar Conch, who fought off a wolf to save a fellow student, Conch is considered the loyalist house. And the third one is Stratus House, and their house colour is yellow. Stratus is home to the resourceful, the creatives, the puzzle solvers. Founded by twin artists Shrey and Sana Stratus, who said, "Our heads might seem as though they are in the clouds, but that is only because we are observing everything." My house is definitely Ivy, but let me know in the comments below what yours is. Also, leave a way for me to contact you, such as a social media handle, and this competition will end on publication date, and I will get your book sent out as soon as possible. Princess in Practice is an amazing book, so make sure you go and check it out. And thank you Penguin for sending me an early copy. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you would like to see more of on my channel, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye.